You're watching ESPN's exclusive presentation of the Special Olympics on ABC.
Determination is a funny thing. One of the few human qualities that is easier to see in the dark.
No slowing down. Keep this pace up, right like this.
For 2 long years, everywhere you look, you see plans scuttled, goals reassessed, dreams placed on indefinite hold.
Feeling like that I'm about to break.
And yet, even in those dark and isolating days, people of determination did not waver. They didn't drop the ball, or the baton, or the routine. They stayed true to who they are, because they also possess that other state of mind that isn't afraid of the dark. Hope. Hope is that glimmer that makes us believe that we can turn darkness into the dawn.
Each person with an intellectual disability is not a nobody.
Wake me up. Welcome to the Special Olympics USA Games.
You ready to play?
In Special Olympics, it's all about focus, it's commitment, and sacrifices.
Time to step into the brand new days. Say welcome to the brand new days, the brand new days.
Now, from every corner of our nation, and from our neighbors as well, an inclusive representation of humanity has gathered in the Sunshine State.
I am going to Disney World!
To show there is no limit to their unbridled determination.
I don't wanna be someone that I don't know.
Are we gonna quit?
Don't tell me dog food.
They have come to compete.
I think that we're gonna
They have come to improve.
when you start believing in yourself.
No matter what your disability is, you can win gold just like I did. I am so proud of you.
Wake me up, wake me up. I'm
They have come to revel in the achievements of their fellow athletes.
I am so happy about my accomplishments.
If you really want the goal, you gotta go for it. Never give up.
I've been dreaming this my whole life.
They have come to show the world that we can shine as one.
Say welcome to the brand new days, brand new days.
What a beautiful Sunday here at Exploria Stadium in Orlando, Florida, to kick off one of the best sporting events on the calendar. It is the 5th edition of the Special Olympics USA Games, the first to be held in the Sunshine State. They're also the biggest in our nation's history. 19 sports being contested by more than 5,500 participants over the next 6 days. Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Nagandi here to set the stage alongside Jen Latta and a gold medal winner, and that is Dana Schultz at the X Games as well as the Special Olympic Games. You have been a part of this. You've been a part of the delegation, the parade of athletes. What's it like for you to be back, Dana?
Oh my gosh, these athletes are waiting in the tunnel. They are so excited. Their adrenaline is probably about 1,000% right now. They're here. They finally made it. They trained for this moment. I can't even begin to talk about what they feel right now. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Kevin, Dana, the three of us have covered a lot of these events, and the Special Olympic events are so unique. The joy at these is just unmatched. You're going to see it today on the faces of the athletes, the coaches, the family, and of course the fans. But you are going to feel it in this stadium as well. I challenge anyone to watch these athletes as they're introduced, as they compete all week long, and not be moved by their joy and their love of Special Olympics.
Well said, Jen. And it's also a party. We've got our rally towels. We're ready to go in the stadium. 63 delegations are here. The Parade of Athletes is just minutes away. The Inclusion Revolution is here all week. The biggest humanitarian event in Florida's history. Coming your way this week to get us ready for the Parade of Athletes as well as the opening ceremony. Let's go to the co-hosts of GMA3, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Take it away, guys.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here today, and what a beautiful day it is today.
It is our absolute honor to be here with you today. And as Kevin just said, this is a party. So we are just about ready to get this party started. And we are going to kick things off now with a little something fun. Check this out. Okay, I apologize. I severely undersold that when I said we're starting with a little something fun. That was a lot of something fun. Another round of applause for them, please. Everybody, thank you. And with that, hello again and welcome to the opening ceremony of the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games.
Yeah, and guess what, TJ? It's not just us up here. We've got some friends who joined us. Yes, everyone, please welcome Julie Foudy and Tim Tebow.
So pumped to be with you here again on the pitch.
No doubt about that. And we're also happy to be here in Florida.
Yes. Florida, I understand you have some history here.
Yes.
So
we kind of like this place.
Okay. Well, I know you're always glad to come back, and everybody here certainly love to see you too. So we're going to be checking in with you two plenty throughout. You all are going to be out there with the delegations and checking in with the athletes and keeping us updated on the level of excitement down there. So it is
indeed.
absolute pleasure to see you.
We can't wait.
And have you
We're
all
ready for
stay.
this thing,
All
TJ.
right. All right, we will see you all here shortly, all right?
Thank you.
Bye, guys. All right, and by the way, we are so honored here on this monumental day as more than 5,500 athletes. I know you all are out there, not to mention all of the families, friends, coaches. So many of you are out here to support your athlete, to gather here at Exploria Stadium to kick off the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games.
And it has been an incredible journey. Of course, for the athletes, for the families, for the coaches, to get to this day and to this moment. It's a very special time for each of these athletes, such a proud moment. They have put in all the hard work, and they are so proud to be here, finally be here and competing this month.
Yeah, so these tenacious athletes, I mean, that's what we have to call them, right, TJ? Because it's taken a lot of tenacity. You've trained fiercely. You've overcome so many obstacles on the road to get here today to this occasion. And yes, you've dared yourself to say yes to this experience, to say yes to this challenge.
So now you all, it is that time. We are so proud to introduce today's most honored guests. More than 60 delegations now from around the U.S. and the Caribbean. Everybody, please welcome the Parade of Athletes.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Stewart and I play tennis. I can't wait to participate in USA Games. Please let me welcome Team South Carolina.
Greetings from St. Louis, Missouri. I am Cade Marion, Mo.
My name is Yentomi Parker, and I'm glad to call my nation's capital home.
My name is Jordan Schubert, and I'm coming to you from the Keystone State.
Live from Little Rock. Put your hands together, representing the natural state, Arkansas.
My name is Lumi Matasa, aka The Lightning. I'd like to introduce you to Team Massachusetts, and they are wicked ready to compete on the USA Games in Orlando, Florida.
I'm Nathan Klein, and I am one of 97 Special Olympic North Carolina athletes. Here we come. Yeah, we're great. Here comes the Tar Heel State.
Coming to you from Fraser Farm, the home of the World Championship Milwaukee Bucks, I am Cindy Bentley on Wisconsin.
Join me, Samantha Aslin, in cheering on the Silver State.
Join me, Sasha Cruz, showing some California love for the Golden State. Our SOSC friends from sunny Southern California are taking the field.
Hi, I am Erin Stahl from New Mexico. Join me in welcoming the 35 athletes, partners, and coaches from the lands of enchantment.
Please welcome the team who took the road to Orlando, Team Rhode Island!
I'm athlete and board member Hayden Redmond from Louisville, the home of the Kentucky Derby.
Coming to you from the great gem state of Idaho, I'm Randon Haynes.
It gives me a great pleasure to present to you Team Bahamas.
Hello from Seattle, Washington. I am Jackie Diaz. Go Team Washington!
Special Olympics Jamaica, we are here to shine as one.
Please welcome the team from the great state of Alabama.
Kevin Agani, Jen Latta, Dana Schultz here with you as we start the parade of athletes led by Alabama. 63 delegations, 50 states, one from D.C., 11 Caribbean nations. Alabama sending 209 delegates. Susan and Kimberly Booter are red button athletes. Susan started golfing over a decade ago. Soon after joining Special Olympics, she won gold at the 2018 USA Games in Seattle, silver in Abu Dhabi at the World Games in 2019. She's excited once again to compete with her unified partner, Kimberly, who's also her sister-in-law. Their cheer, quote, girl power. You hear that loud and clear, the state of Alabama. That Auburn love still there. War Eagle chants coming in.
Will we hear a roll tide, though, Kevin?
I'm sure that'll be a matter of seconds. Now, TJ talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast about all the participants and the athletes, as well as Amy. How about over 10,000 volunteers, Jen? That just speaks volumes about the movement and the belief around the country.
Oh, absolutely.
To support these athletes.
The support, as you said, these games could not be kicked off. They could not happen without the support of those volunteers, and it does start to show that the movement to include is growing. And there's that joy we talked about, Kevin, the joy that you will feel today watching this ceremony. And if you choose to watch the athletes compete all week long, which we highly encourage you to do, the joy will jump through the screen.
And Dana, your experience with Special Olympics, for many of these athletes, it's the first time they're traveling to the state of Florida. The experience of not only representing their state competing, but you get to go somewhere different, somewhere new, and that thrill, you went through that as well.
When I went through it that first time, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It's like a feeling like no other. When you're in there and you get to, everything's let loose. You get to just let loose, be yourself with your teammates, with new friends, and it's just amazing.
Were you nervous at all, Dana?
Oh, yeah. I was nervous, but nerves are a good thing.
It means you care.
Oh, yeah.
Well said.
From the land of the midnight sun, please welcome Team Alaska.
'63 strong from the state of Alaska. Our red button athlete this morning, Julie Broyles. She's been involved with Special Olympics for 35 years, beginning as a teenager when she was a volunteer figure skating coach. Then, Special Olympics took on an entirely different meaning for Julie when she had her first son, Brendan, who has Down syndrome. Now you're seeing the young lady there with the sash. That is her daughter, Emma Broyles. She's the current Miss America, the first Korean American and Alaskan to wear the crown. Emma is using her platform for Special Olympics. Guys, she is advocating for people with intellectual disabilities. She has said the patience and persistence of Special Olympic athletes inspires her, and that sports, as we well know, create a perfect environment where relationships are fostered. Now here's the thing about being a Miss America. You've already got the wave down.
No doubt.
Well, a medal winner already amongst us. Alaska will certainly be trying to win some medals this week, and that's the thing about these athletes, guys. They come here, they're excited to represent their state, but they want to win.
Please welcome Team Arizona.
"115 strong from the great state of Arizona." And right there in front, you're seeing Amy Bockerstedt. Now, you may know Amy from her viral "I Got This" moment in 2019 when she played the 16th hole at TPC Scottsdale during the Waste Management Phoenix Open Pro-Am. Last May, guys, she became the first person with Down syndrome to play in a collegiate championship on any level, and she teed off at the NCAA Golf National Championships. And it has already been an exciting week for Amy. Last week at the U.S. Women's Open in North Carolina, she got to meet one of her heroes. She'll be participating in golf. So what a thrill it was for her to meet LPGA legend Alex Sorenstam. There's the two golfers sharing a moment. You can imagine she could take a lot from what Annika has done on the golf course and put it towards her golf experience this week.
Legendary golfer, as you mentioned.
All the way from the land of opportunity, please welcome Team Arkansas.
142 in the delegation from Arkansas. Now, 11 athletes are competing in powerlifting, most of any state. 126 athletes in total are competing. By the way, we'll have live stream coverage during the week of the powerlifting. And there is one of the stars when it comes to powerlifting, Jacqueline Gonzalez. Her storyline, she had seizures ever since a stroke at the age of 2, leaving her left side weaker than her right, but that makes no difference. She says, I can lift my left arm as high as my right, but I'll get there one day. Just because I have seizures, I'm not gonna let that get me down. If powerlifting is your thing, just be sure to tune in Tuesday through Thursday, 3 straight days of live stream coverage over on ESPN's app of the powerlifters. 19 sports here at these summer games, including 4 new sports: surfing, equestrian, cheerleading, and open water swimming. Jen talked a little bit about seeing a gold medal winner. We're going to have 1,500 award ceremonies. And if you look at average, that's one ceremony every 4 minutes this week. And
that's incredible.
It is. And let me tell you, there's not a dry eye when you watch the medal ceremony at the stand and the experience and the overjoy of emotions. And Danny, you've been through that when you're on the stand holding a gold medal. What is that like?
To know that, yes, I got a medal, but it comes all together, and I won a few golds, and it all hits you right there, and oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it.
Dana's going to be modest here, guys, but she is a bona fide superstar in this space.
We got to get you out in the water, surfing a little bit.
Oh,
Try a new
yeah.
sport, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Please welcome the team representing the Bahamas.
"11 Caribbean nations have all sent delegations to compete here in Orlando. We are happy to welcome them to the party, including the Bahamas. And we have 740 unified partners here with us this week. Unified sports pair athletes with intellectual disabilities with athletes without intellectual disabilities, and we'll have more on that as the show goes on. But that is our friend Caitlin Romer. Romer is the only female athlete, along with 2 female unified partners, part of the Bahamas Unified Soccer Team. She will represent the Caribbean July 31st through the August 6th in Detroit as well.
And following up the Bahamas is Bermuda. Delegation of 9. By the way, I want to let you know, it is a beautiful day here in Orlando, but over the weekend, some weather issues, especially in the tropics. So 11 Caribbean nations will be here this week. A couple of them having some issues coming in this morning due to the weather, including Aruba. Bermuda is here, led by Eden Woolery, who's competing in a new sport, equestrian.
Now, California is the only state that has split delegations. Among the 27 representing Northern California is 33-year-old swimmer Kevin Shu. He's been involved in Special Olympics well over half his life, 21 years total in several sports. Like many of the athletes here, guys, he's a huge Disney fan. He says he looks forward to visiting the parks while here. In fact, Thursday night, guys, a bit of a surprise, the athletes will have Animal Kingdom all to themselves as part of the USA Games experience.
Listen, Animal Kingdom is the best place. I love it. We were there a couple months ago. I love the elephant display. It's really cool, and Thursday night's going to be awesome for the athletes. Now, Jen, you talked about the northern region of California. Here's the southern region of California. Due to the size of the state, the number of athletes at the time, the state has 2 Special Olympic programs. Southern California has a long history. They hosted the 2015 Special Olympics World Games in LA. We introduced you to John to Go. He's here for tennis, also plays basketball and bocce. The 40-year-old is making his USA Games debut.
Oh, congratulations, John. Kevin, you mentioned the weather over the weekend. These athletes, these fans, coaches, etc., couldn't ask for a better day. There's a slight breeze rolling through Exploria Stadium.
Had some rain yesterday, some concerns with the tropical depression, but the skies open up, and here's the sun here in Orlando.
The 96 delegates from Colorado include 24-year-old bocce ball competitor Jimmy Kropp. How's this for a resume, guys? Jimmy is a 10-year veteran of Special Olympics bocce. He has an associate's degree in physical education. He's a certified personal trainer, and he's not done yet. He is also a landscape photographer. Take a look at some of the pictures that Jimmy has taken. What a reminder that we live in a beautiful world, and it is especially beautiful when we choose to include.
Jen, you mentioned choose to include. That was a line mentioned by Tim Shriver a few years ago, and it just took an amazing life of its own. That message, so prevalent, so relevant as Connecticut comes out And there is Tim Shriver wearing the red shirt. Along with Tim is Bo Doherty, Special Olympics, the godfather of Special Olympics Unified Sports. He's retiring this summer after 40 years with Special Olympics, and Bo standing by with our Tim Tebow. Tim, take it away.
Oh my goodness, he is a legend. He's the godfather. Bo, after 40 years of being a part of these games, how special is it? How has your life been impacted?
Oh, I have one of the greatest jobs ever. I mean, I really do. Working for an incredible organization. There's so many great parts of it. The athletes, the volunteers, the way people are with other people. It doesn't get any better than that. Eunice Kennedy Shriver's spirit really exists. The mission is great. We're all about sports mainly. We do health, as you know, Tim, but at the end of the day, we're really into inclusion now, so that's a great thing for our athletes.
All right, you've been a part of 40 of these. What words of encouragement do you want to share with everybody?
Well, the big thing right now is, keep up the inclusion movement. I come from the days of awards and institutions, and to see people actually being with our athletes on teams is the greatest thing, and it changes everything. And we got to keep that going in the future.
Well, thank you so much for what you've done and been so faithful at for 40 years. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks so much.
Bless you, brother.
What a message. Again, there is chairman of the Special Olympics since 1996, Tim Shriver, but Bo Doherty, creating Special Olympics Unified Sports, which is an inclusive sports program when people with and without intellectual disabilities play on the same team. Over 740 unified partners are at the games here this week.
The District of Columbia.
Next up is the District of Columbia. 45 in the delegation. Part of that delegation, a red button athlete, Yentomi Parker, tennis player from our nation's capital. And how about Yentomi's history? She's been taking part in Special Olympics for over 45 years. And off the court, Parker likes to stretch her vocal cords by singing. Part of this delegation as well is Mary Davis, the CEO and president of Special Olympics International, headquartered in the nation's capital. And Dana, you know Mary very well. You've interacted with her through the years.
I have interacted with her many times through World Games, X Games. I think she even came to Wisconsin once. She's an amazing lady. It's an honor to meet her.
Please welcome Team
And
Georgia.
Mary in the white outfit next to our own Victoria Arlen, who's going to be a commentator during these games, Jen. Next up, the delegation of 60 from Georgia. Our red button athlete is Yolanda, often goes by Yoli Shields, adopted at the age of 8 by the Shields family from an orphanage in Nicaragua after coming to the U.S. through a church mission so she could have pro bono corrective eye surgery. She's competing in swimming, and Jen, you profiled Yoli's journey.
Kevin, her journey is extraordinary, her story just incredible, but it is a testament to the power of love. Her family, her friends, they support her, they champion her to excel in everything she does, but especially in the pool. We talk a lot about how water gives life, it heals, it helps with growth. You are going to see Yoli as a perfect example of that, somebody who is finding her own power through the help of Special Olympics.
All the way from South America, please welcome Team Guyana.
So Guyana is the only country in South America where English is the official language. A small delegation, but we're happy to have all 5 of them there, including Onsen Ford. Onsen is a 17-year-old. He'll be competing in athletics, track and field. All 3 athletes that you're seeing there will be competing in athletics. What an experience this week must be to come from a whole nother continent and celebrate your athletic achievements here at Special Olympics.
From the land of Aloha, please welcome Team Hawaii.
Here's the delegation from Hawaii, 35 strong. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought to learn American Sign Language? If you're looking for a teacher, you should consider Special Olympics Hawaii powerlifter Quentin Wong. He's been teaching his teammates sign language over Zoom so that they all can communicate with him here in Orlando. Wong was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer at age 15. He went through exhaustive treatments, which resulted in partial hearing loss. But good news, friends, he has now passed the 10-year mark in his remission. Quentin's twin brother Isaiah has 2 golds and 2 silvers in the 2015 World Games, also in powerlifting. So you know, guys, they're sharing secrets, sharing techniques. Now it's Quentin's turn to take home some medals.
What a story.
Please welcome Team Idaho.
The state of Idaho, one of 10 states celebrating 50 years of the Special Olympics movement. 34 part of the delegation here. One of the red button athletes that we will be talking about this week, flag football star DJ Casper. And what a story. His biological parents put him up in a group home at the age of 9. He went from group home to group home for almost a decade when he bought himself a tent, lived in it for over a year in someone's backyard. And during all this time, the one constant was Special Olympics and how he came to meet his current family. Now, at the age of 40, Casper's living 10 years with that family, the longest time he's lived in one place his entire life. Cannot wait to watch him play flag football. We're just getting started here in Orlando. The opening ceremony of Special Olympics USA Games continues after these messages and a word from our ABC station.
The Special Olympics USA Games opening ceremony is brought to you by Jersey Mike's Subs. Be a sub above.
Jersey Mike's presents the Special Olympics USA Games. Watch the athletes shine as one. June 5th through 12th. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
It's time for our Memorial Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every Green Thumb, 5K, and all-day dance party starts the night before. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable all night and can help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed, Queen, now only $19.99. And free home delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday.
We found the right model. Now what would make you feel comfortable with the price?
Well, no one made me feel more comfortable than my kindergarten teacher, Miss Jane.
This one is special. And this one is also special.
What's really special is saying, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Look for me and stop overpaying. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Playtime mode in the big ring. Go. Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.
It is raining three-pointers at Chase. What a flurry by Boston.
One step closer to the big ring.
It's NBA Finals time, tonight on ABC.
Tonight, Kimmel Game Night is back in prime time.
The Warriors versus the Celtics is basically Braveheart with a basketball.
With a game of dodge basketball and big man Dax Shepard.
It's a double whammy.
Jimmy Kimmel Live NBA Finals Game Night tonight on ABC.
From executive producer Peyton Manning comes a new game show where the only way to win is to keep it together.
This show's crazy, right? I can't believe I'm hosting a game show.
The Final Straw, July 10th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Scene 103, take one. Here we go.
My name is Wesley. I'm with my knucklehead brother.
My friend Nuffy.
My boyfriend Doug. I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm gonna respond to it?
There's not that long-term research out there yet.
I don't want to be on the front line.
But you're human. You're gonna make a mistake. I'm just saying everyone has a right to make their own decision.
But why would you want to take that risk?
Can you imagine being the person that goes to somebody's house and gives them a virus that kills them?
What if you end up in the hospital?
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do.
Can I hug you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love you too.
And welcome back to Exploria Stadium. Opening ceremony, Special Olympics USA Games, as the parade of athletes continue in Orlando, Florida. Kevin Nagandi, Jen Lauda, Dana Schultz here with you. And the delegation of Illinois.
Please welcome Team Illinois.
Coming out with 105 members strong. Let's get our first look at a flag football player, Ryan Gronowski. Good luck trying to find a happier person than this man. Love the ears there, Ryan. Everyone who meets him talks about his infectious positivity and that endless energy. Some things we could all use more of these days. It's so good to see him in the house. And by the way, you heard about the Gronk smash? Nah, how about the Ryan smash? Gronowski celebrating. And Jen, this is another athlete that you profile.
And here's something that you and Ryan have in common. They bring out the best in those around them. There you go, Kevin. He is fantastic. The energy is just incredible. It's contagious. Whether you're an athlete or you're a fan, whatever it is that you do in life, I think we all can agree that attitude goes a long way to having success. And Ryan is such a great example of that. He is the proudest and the loudest in every arena, in every stadium now. I see he's a little subdued. I'm guessing he's a little nervous, right? The magnitude of the opening ceremonies. But I guarantee when you get him out there on the flag football field, he's going to bring the noise. He's going to bring the energy, Kevin.
You can feel the electricity. It can be a little overwhelming. Dana, you've been a part of that. It can be a little bit much in the beginning, and then you settle down your nerves, right?
Yeah, it is, but I've seen every single state so far. Oh my gosh, they're so pumped, and they're dancing, and they're high-fiving, and they're screaming. I would scream right now, but I don't think I can.
You need to save your voice. We got a long week, girlfriend. We are welcoming in the 102 delegates from Indiana. Let's send it down to our Tim Tebow with an athlete from the Hoosier State. Tim?
Oh, I'm here with an absolute stud. I am here with Liam. And Liam actually joined the swimming and diving team at the University of Indianapolis after meeting the head coach, Coach Height, at a Qdoba. Liam, how has that meeting impacted your life?
That was a meeting that completely changed my life in the fact that Jason Height, my coach, wanted me to become a part of he wanted me to experience what it's like to be a college athlete and student, because he used to work with people with disabilities, and he wanted me to experience what it was like to be a college athlete and student at the University of Indianapolis.
That is so cool. Liam, you're also a volunteer for the Youth Special Olympics. How has that changed you?
Well, here's the thing. It's based on one word, inclusion. Inclusion's very important, and I've gotten to see what inclusion's like firsthand in the fact that I've seen it at the University of Indianapolis where I go to college. And thirdly, we think about the fact that, we want everyone here, all the athletes and partners and everybody here in the stadium and even outside the stadium around this planet to experience the same type of inclusion I got to experience.
Well, man, you're a stud. Thanks so much for being here. Crush it this week, brother. Proud of you, man.
Fantastic message there from Liam. Tim, thank you so much. The inclusion revolution is here, and it's here to stay.
Please welcome the team from the great state of Iowa.
110, part of the delegation from the state of Iowa. Among their athletes is a young man named Tyler Leach, who will be bowling this week. Now, he shared a remarkable story of taking a bad situation and turning it into something good. He was pulled over and detained by police who mistook his autism for potential substance abuse. describing it as one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. About a year after the incident, he told the story to his local legislator in hopes of having an autism designation on driver's licenses, and the governor passed a bill doing exactly that. He is changing so many lives by acting out and pushing forward and changing people's views. And Tyler, congrats to you.
It really is brilliant. It's a brilliant idea what he did. You know, it'd be like having a veteran's distinction on your license, Kevin, or an organ and tissue donor, or a medical directive. I think it's wonderful what he was able to do with that situation. Well, we are expecting 22 to represent Jamaica at the games this week. We have one today walking in our parade of athletes. You know, Kevin, you mentioned it earlier. The weather over the weekend has been challenging. It has made it challenging for some of the folks coming in from other countries, particularly those in the Caribbean, to make it to Florida. But we are thrilled to have him here with us today. It should be an incredible experience for those athletes who will be participating for the very first time in the USA Games.
Jen, how about the roar from this stadium and the crowd when this athlete came out representing Jamaica by himself as he waits for the other 21 to come to Orlando. 94 strong from the state of Kansas. And leading out the Kansas delegation is a married couple, Allie and Patrick Brown. And, you know, better said, a Kansas power couple. Patrick is a chief videographer for ABC's affiliate KMBC in Kansas City, an Emmy Award-winning winner. Allie was a 2021 Kansas Miss Amazing. She holds down several jobs, part-time at a local grocery store, cafeteria worker for the school district, and over a decade with Durham School Bus Services. 12 years of perfect attendance. Patrick will be on the track, Allie will be in the pool. What a combination. See their wedding celebration as well. You know, and we're going to talk about teammates throughout this entire week and the unified experience. You know, where one athlete with intellectual disabilities teams up with another athlete. And Dana, you shared that experience, winning gold with Hannah Teeter. What's that like? What's the unified experience like?
Unified movement changed my life for the good.
And how so?
I was first introduced to Unified in 2013 at South Korea.
And here's another unified duo represented by the Kentucky delegation. Wake Mullins and Dennis Gaines, they'll be teeing it up in United Golf. Now these two are no strangers to one another. It's a stepson and stepfather duo. They hit the links almost daily, guys, wanting to perfect the game. But as you know, guys, golf is awfully hard to perfect. They did take home the bronze medal at the 2018 Special Olympics USA Games in Seattle, where Gaines, guys, had a hole-in-one.
Oh, my goodness.
So it may be tough to top that performance. Certainly a silver or a gold would do it.
30 years of playing golf, Jen. Still looking for a hole-in-one. And let me tell you, I would tell everybody if I got a hole-in-one. I'm so jealous of that.
Well, I'm glad that we could share his news with the world today.
Good luck to you, gentlemen.
Welcome Team Maine.
.45 strong for the great state of Maine. Volunteering is a massive part of Special Olympics. We've touched on that a little bit. We will continue to do so as the week goes on. But maybe no better example than the father-daughter duo of Dwayne Hall and Riley Hall of Maine. He has dedicated his time to people with intellectual disabilities for 30 years. And he got Riley involved when she was a toddler. Dwayne is the assistant head of delegation for the state of Maine. Members of the delegation include unified partners, coaches, medical, and logistics volunteers. Dana, you have actually been coached by Dwayne. What do you remember about working with him?
It's funny to see him in hot weather. I remember him for Team USA. He was a downhill ski coach, and I was a snowboard athlete. So this is going to be pretty cool to see him.
State of Maryland.
Hear that roar from the crowd. Much of what we're seeing here today began in the Maryland backyard. The patron saint of Special Olympics, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, was the 5th of 9 Kennedy children. In the early 60s, Eunice created Camp Shriver so that people with intellectual disabilities could experience the power of sport for themselves. Along with her husband, Sergeant, they planted the seeds for what would become the worldwide Special Olympics movement. And I know that locals are proud of their role in helping to create the idea for this tremendous organization and movement. Julie Foudy, standing by with a red button athlete from the great state of Maryland.
That's right, Kevin. I am with rock star Monique Matthews. And Monique, I understand you're one of only a few athlete coaches here at these games. So I got to know, how does your experience as an athlete help you as a coach, Monique?
It teaches me vulnerability. It teaches me compassion. It shows that athletes can be coaches as well because we're cut from the same cloth.
Do come from the same cloth. I also got to know, I heard you like to do polar plunges. Is that true?
Yes, I've actually done 26. So, I've done maybe total, I'll say 30-something or 40-something plunges. But it's all for the athletes, and it helps us raise money for the sports we love to do.
26 polar plunges, braver than I am. Have a great week this week, Monique.
Thank you.
26 polar plunges?
You know, after you do the first,
yeah,
your body usually tells you, don't do this again.
All for an amazing cause to raise money, of course. You know, I would do one. To raise money, I would do that.
And they do often have events early in the year when the water is still nice and cold.
Oh, boy.
To benefit Special Olympics all around the country.
I'm writing checks for my body. I could already feel in the state of Connecticut.
Joining us from the Bay State, please welcome Team Massachusetts.
A nice response to the introduction for the delegates from Massachusetts, 87 strong. Now, golf events this week will be held at Orange County National Golf. And that right there is Tyler Legacy. He is making his 4th USA Games appearance. He won silver at each of his games. Listen to this, guys. He can do it all. He's a 2010 Special Olympics Massachusetts Hall of Fame inductee. He has his bachelor's degree. He has authored an autobiography with his mom about autism. He's also an honorary ESPYs award winner in 2017. Guys, his dream job is in environmental science. He wants to help battle the effects of climate change. Makes sense. He spends a lot of time outside playing golf. What can't Tyler do? I think that's what a lot of these athletes want to prove this week at these games.
Michigan.
Well done, Tyler. As I mentioned, 10 states celebrating 50 years of the Special Olympics movement, including Michigan. 74 members of this delegation. The red button athlete from the state is long-distance runner Julian Borst. Now, he formed a bond with none other than his rival, Andrew Peterson of Indiana, at the last USA Games in Seattle. We had phenomenal coverage of that, and they were fantastic together. They're both back to face each other again for the next showdown on the track at ESPN's Wide World of Sports. They root each other on. They celebrate each other's achievements. Borst also involved in the Athlete Leadership Council for Special Olympics.
That's what this is all about. Making bonds, making friends, people who understand what you've been through.
The state of Minnesota.
The Minnesota delegation is 144 strong this year, all certainly excited about the Twin Cities hosting the next USA Games in 2026, but they are also without one of their own this year. For more on that story, we send it down to Tim Tebow. Hi, Tim.
Thank you so much. I'm with the amazing coach, Coach Amy, and this walk means a lot to you this year because you're doing it to honor Michelle. How has Michelle impacted this delegation?
For those who haven't met Michelle, she is an absolute joy. She is our biggest cheerleader and just the biggest inspiration for our team. She's just the best. We love her.
What would you like to say to Michelle right now?
Michelle, we love you. We miss you, but we are rooting for you at home, and we know that you are here with us.
Thank you so much for what you do.
You're seeing those delegates carrying those bracelets, honoring Michelle. Michelle has a special message for all of those marching today. Here it is.
Yay, Team Minnesota! Good luck, Team Minnesota. Amy, this is for you, go coaches, and good luck. I'm gonna miss you guys. Yay!
Michelle diagnosed with liver cancer, developing to a point that she could not travel. But Kevin, I would say she's here.
No doubt her spirit's here. Look at them holding up the bracelets and their arms up. Michelle,
From the Magnolia State,
we're rooting for you
please welcome
here in
Team
Orlando.
Mississippi.
State of Mississippi, 171, part of the delegation. Our red button athletes, how about twins, Dan and Daniel Arata. They play flag football for Team Mississippi in the Intercollegiate Unified Division. Many of the unified teams, they come together through Special Olympics College Unified programs, such as Ole Miss and Mississippi State on this delegation. Flag football is one of 9 sports taking place in the primary venue of these games, that is the ESPN Wide World of Sports. And we're not going to talk about the Egg Bowl here, Jen. It just shows that Ole Miss and Mississippi State can come together for something like this.
No place for rivalries like that in the Special Olympics. Everybody's pulling the rope in the same direction.
Please welcome Team Missouri.
Well, you will know where the delegates from Missouri are all week long, as they often come together to just give their rally cry, show me, show me, show me, mo, mo, mo. And with the fashion that they're displaying as well, easy to spot them in a crowd.
I want one of those shirts. That's amazing.
I think we can make that happen, Kevin. Give me a few minutes. That is Julia Baskin, a Special Olympics volunteer. She's been doing it for 19 years and counting. Talk about organization, guys, and you moms out there will understand this. She's been a coach for 125 athletes and unified partners at one time in 11 different sports.
Wow.
To be able to make sure everything goes the way it's supposed to. Well, you know, like I said, she's a mom. We tend to be able to do that. And guys, she is celebrating her birthday tomorrow, so let's wish a happy birthday to Julia, who is here with her son, Tyler. He'll be participating in flag football, unified sports. I can't think of a better group that celebrates life and celebrates the milestones of life than Special Olympics.
Happy birthday, Julia.
From the heart of the Midwest, please welcome Team Nebraska.
Special Olympics Nebraska hosted the second USA Games from Lincoln back in 2010. I want to introduce you to a young man named Matt Hoffman. He's a 21-year-old athlete in the Nebraska delegation, and it is quite the family affair for Nebraska. The entire Hoffman family are part of Team Nebraska's unified basketball team. That includes Matt, his two brothers, Austin and Connor. They are unified partners. His dad, Tim, is the coach, and his mom, Alyssa, is part of the medical staff. Now, the team also has another set of brothers, Corey and Paul Reha. So we talk about Special Olympics being a family and building your family and finding people all over who have been through perhaps what you have been through. It really is a family affair in Nebraska, Kevin.
Another fantastic shirt apparel coming out.
Really strong.
They're crushing it here.
Strong fit.
Our parade of athletes continues here from Orlando. Plenty more states and Caribbean countries still to come as this opening ceremony continues. Live from Orlando, we'll be right back after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
It's time for our Memorial Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every Green Thumb, 5K, and all-day dance party starts the night before. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable all night and can help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed, Queen, now only $19.99. And free home delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday.
Jersey Mike's presents the Special Olympics USA Games. Watch the athletes shine as one. June 5th through 12th. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Google Pixel, the only phone made by Google. Because when Google makes your phone, your camera sees in the dark, sees all skin tones accurately, and fixes your photos like magic, literally. With a battery that learns from you and adapts to last over 24 hours. And new features are always dropping, so it all just keeps getting better. Google Pixel, the phone made by Google for all you are.
You all share the same secret.
12 contestants related to the biggest celebrities on the planet compete to keep their identity a secret. From executive producers of Love is Blind, to win, they'll use manipulation.
My strategy is to be the realest liar that I can be.
Lies.
People are being disrespectful.
And family ties.
Whoever can keep their celebrity relative a secret will win $100,000.
Hosted by Kevin and Frankie Jonas. Claim to Fame. Premieres July 11th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping. For a husband.
You see the look on his face? Hilarious.
I know how you feel. Because I was right here.
My biggest fear was on that.
Always waiting for me.
But I knew I was never alone.
And I would get through it. Because people care.
So walk right in.
Get back on.
Step right up. And to everyone who sees anyone bullying, don't just watch. Act.
Together, we can put an end to bullying.
You can learn more at disney.com/choose-kindness.
And welcome back to Orlando, the opening ceremony of Special Olympics USA Games. You see the temperature, 83 degrees. It feels like it's 88 degrees. So think about the humidity at home. But you know what? Who's not thinking about it? The athletes, as they've been celebrating. It's been a party, and thankfully I have a fan. They've been hiding theirs. I'm going to wear mine proudly right here.
Wear our fans proudly.
Exactly. See? Speaking of fans, we've had a great showing out here at the stadium as we celebrate the long party of the opening ceremony, and the parade of athletes continues. Let's go to Montana, 31 strong in this delegation. And one thing for these athletes that come to these games is the travel, Dana. Some have never been on a plane, others have never left their state. Mitch Grubb, a golfer from Montana, 30-year vet of Special Olympics as an athlete and ambassador. It's his first time in Florida. What's that like for you when you had the chance to open doors and go places?
The first time I was ever out of my state was Vermont for the 2013 training camp, and oh my gosh, it was so cool.
Please
You
welcome
get to
the team
experience everything for the first time.
of Haiti.
32 strong from Haiti. We've been talking all day long about some of the weather that has impacted some of these delegations coming in from outside the country. This is the largest delegation from one of those Caribbean countries. 6 of the athletes that you're seeing walking here, including Darlene Milford, are in equestrian. There are 2 disciplines of equestrian, English and Western, and those will take place at Silver Spurs Arena. Dana, did I hear that you'd like to get on a horse this week? Will we see you out there?
I am so excited. I think I might get to get on a horse, but I'm very excited.
We got to make that happen.
The thing you need to know about Dana is she's up for anything, anytime, guys.
That's our snowboarder, gold medal winner. State of Louisiana coming in. And the sport of basketball is what we're going to focus on with this red button athlete, Craig Blackburn, traveling the country and the world as a motivational speaker, spreading messages of ability and inclusion. He even had an audience with St. John Paul II in Italy, where he was a foreign exchange student for 10 days. Blackburn's employed by the New Orleans Pelicans as a member of the equipment staff, and he's been getting ready for these games with the head coach for the University of New Orleans. His wife, Heather, is a fellow Special Olympics athlete, so we'll see Craig playing basketball.
And we'll see 113 delegates from the state of New Hampshire here. I love that in these games we can showcase people's unique and different interests. Variety is, of course, the spice of life. And if you're focusing on New Hampshire, you should focus on the twins, Randy and Ryan Warden. They'll be playing softball this week. They're celebrating their 24th birthday today, guys. What a way to celebrate another milestone. They compete in softball, but their other passion, creating superheroes. Ryan's favorite is Space Warrior. Randy's favorite creation is Cosmic Seraphim. And I know our friends over at Disney know a thing or two about superheroes. Might be a good opportunity for them to pitch an idea while they're down here in Orlando, Kevin.
I love that idea. I'm all about the superheroes, especially in the Magic Kingdom. And in the back right there, wearing the black polo, is Russell Wolf, Executive VP of ESPN Plus, strong supporter of Special Olympics at ESPN. He said inclusion makes us better at what we do every day. Russell, we thank you for your support and belief in Special Olympics with ESPN.
From the Silver State, please welcome Team Nevada.
Nevada coming in, make that 10 as part of their delegation, led by Sam Aslan. And you may be familiar with Sam if you follow the NFL. Not so long ago, how about the NFL draft? She announced the Dallas Cowboys' 4th-round pick in the spring, and Aslan is adopted. There she is with the Commissioner Roger Goodell. Aslan's adopted along with 6 of her sisters. She has one brother who's also a Special Olympics athlete. Her parents have fostered over 70 children at a variety of ages. Just incredible what her parents do in changing the lives of so many.
Well, you talk about choosing to include, Kevin. There's an example of a family that has chosen to include in their home. A great example for everyone.
Aruba, one of 11 Caribbean nations making their Special Olympics USA Games debut. See the red button athletes Angel and Sherman Diaz, brothers who are both athletes competing on the same team in the 7 versus 7 unified soccer. Both have been involved in Special Olympics for 3 years.
Please welcome from the Diamond State, Team Delaware.
You'll see 45 delegates from Delaware. So many of these athletes showcased here contribute to the fabric of our local communities every day, including 53-year-old Carl Williams, who we're seeing smiling and waving right there. For 15 years, he's been in Special Olympics, and for 30 years, he's been an employee of Bank of America. Bank of America, a longtime supporter of Special Olympics and a platinum partner of these 2022 USA Games. Williams is incredibly versatile. He's worked in research, billing, support services, and warehouse fulfillment. You'll see him competing in tennis this week. Those competitions will be taking place at the USTA National Campus. That is a top facility in the world, Kevin. And you can just tell looking at Carl that he is so excited to be here, waving to some of the other delegations as they walk to their seats here. I love how many people are capturing the experience on their cell phones as well, making sure they have memories to show their loved ones and close friends when they go back home.
From the Caribbean seas, please welcome the team representing the island of Dominica.
Well, as we've mentioned, this is the first year that Caribbean nations are joining the USA Games, and that includes Dominica. It is a small contingent, 5 people, and Michael Detouche is one of them. They call Dominica the nature island for its lush rainforests. I'm assuming they will understand the humidity here in Florida as well. Among their contingent, we showed the 54-year-old there who has been with Special Olympics Dominica since its start in 1988. And I love those vests. Those will fit right in on Main Street, USA at the Magic Kingdom. It's a great look.
I want one of their hats too. Those are smooth.
From the Garden State, please welcome Team New Jersey.
Big roar for New Jersey. They hosted the Special Olympics USA Games in 2014. 3,500 participants in 16 sports. And look, 8 years later, over 4,000 athletes taking part in these games in 19 sports. And there's a legend coming out in the making. A red button athlete named Joey Kleppinger, 73 years young, the most senior athlete at these USA Games in Orlando. He's been with Special Olympics for over half a century. And how about this? He'll compete in bowling, a sport he started when he was 6 years old. Kleppinger grew up during a time when people with intellectual disabilities were not included in public schools, so he never attended school. And he started bowling during the Eisenhower administration back in 1955, and his mom used bowling to integrate him into the community, and he devotes a lot of his time to helping others as a volunteer with Meals on Wheels at his local library, feeding the poor programs. Joey Kleppinger, our guy. Jersey Joey.
I have a feeling he's going to be very popular at these USA Games.
No doubt about it.
$184 strong from New Jersey, one of our larger contingents.
All the way from the land of enchantment, please welcome Team New Mexico.
It gives me great pleasure to say, welcome back to the USA Games New Mexico. 33 strong in the 2022 games after missing the 2018 USA Games due to funding issues, but they are here today, and we are so happy that they are. That is Alejandro Correa, a 32-year-old participating in athletics, making his USA Games debut. You'll see him in the 100, the 200, and the 4x1 relay. Guys, Another Marvel fan amongst us. He's a Deadpool fan.
Yes.
Said he's going to give maximum effort, which, as you remember, is one of Deadpool's mottos.
From New Mexico, we go to North Carolina. 97 part of their delegation. And, you know, the games are great this week. I want to remind everybody also, there are so many non-competition events during the week of the USA Games. Free health screenings for every athlete, from shoe size to vision, dental, and hearing. That is critical. Keep this in mind, 2018 USA Games in Seattle, half of the 4,000 athletes were wearing the wrong shoe size. And since its inception, Special Olympics Healthy Athletes has delivered more than 2 million free health screenings, and they've trained nearly 300,000 health professionals that treat people with intellectual disabilities. One of the stars for North Carolina, the red button athlete, Preston Uhlenberg, adopted, has 13 brothers and sisters. He's legally blind, which doesn't stop him from sprinting his way to the finish line in track and field. He'll be in the 100 meter, the 200 meter, the 4x100 meter relay events. His dad is a professor at UNC Chapel Hill. Preston's going to be an athlete in these games this week. Cannot wait to watch.
They'll be easy to find this week, Kevin. They'll be carrying those feet around with them, representing the Tar Heel State.
Jen, I got one of those pins earlier today. The pins you could see over the lanterns, they are everywhere. People constantly exchanging them. Really special.
It is one of the more special traditions of these games. And there are our friends from Ohio, 140 delegates coming to us from that state. Special Olympics Ohio selected an all-female unified volleyball team, and they'll compete against co-ed teams this week, including Kimberly Paxton on the squad. 15 women on the team, 6 athletes, 6 unified partners, 3 coaches. Kim has competed with Special Olympics for 31 years. She's done basketball, softball, swimming, and volleyball. When she's not playing volleyball, guys, she likes to do puzzles, and get this, she has her own podcast called Connect with Kim. I love that she's jumping into that podcast space. I'm sure she has a lot of things that people would benefit, a lot of information that people would benefit from.
It's a great idea, Jen, you know, connecting through that medium, sharing your experiences, and many of this, you know, Dana, when you come to these events, inclusion is so important. And also the idea that you're not alone. There's teamwork state to state. You make so many new friends everywhere you go.
Yes, when I was in Korea, I was so nervous. I don't remember how nervous I was. But when I was there, everyone else was like me. It was so cool.
And that helps you and it relaxes you, right?
Yes.
187, part of the delegation from the Empire State. And that is New York. Julie Foudy joining us now with one of the New York athletes.
I am with powerlifter Aziza State. And Aziza, I understand you are a huge Disney fan. What is your favorite movie and why? I need to know.
I like Ariel because I like Ariel because she's a little mermaid and goes under the sea.
Of course you do, Little Mermaid. Hey, do you think we can maybe sneak away to Magic Kingdom while we're here? Should we try and do it?
Yeah, we should.
All right, we're on that. Good luck this week. Have fun.
Thank you.
Julie, thank you. Aziza, by the way, is a power lifter from Groton, New York. Born premature, weighing just 2 pounds. Adopted at the age of 4 by a single mom. named Fran. They moved to New York where Fran met her now husband. They're now a family of 6, and Spate was introduced to powerlifting by her fiance, Joel Armstrong, who competed in the USA Games in 2018. Pretty cool. Spate was surprised by her selection to these games by Montel Jordan.
This is how we do it?
Yes, and that's how he did it. A moment covered by People magazine.
That's wonderful.
From the Pacific Northwest, please welcome the team from the state of Oregon.
Oregon, one of the 10 states celebrating its golden anniversary with the Special Olympics. 50 wonderful years. And in the delegation there in front, Samantha Lee, who got involved with Special Olympics the first year that athletics were able to compete. She was 8 years old. For the past 30 years, she's competed in basketball, track, and bocce, which she will compete in with her mom, Vicki Lee, who's there with her on the left, as her unified partner. Vicki has been involved for 15 years, 2 years as a coach and 13 as a unified partner. The duo, guys, is hoping to medal after taking home a 4th place ribbon at the 2018 USA Games in Seattle. It's like anything else. When one of your family members gets heavily involved in a sport, you throw yourself into it. You attend all of their events. We see so many families who see the impact that Special Olympics has had on one of their own and then decides, I'm going to get involved too. It's great.
Jen, it's contagious. You come to an event and you're hooked for life. I promise you. Take part, you volunteer, you coach, you're hooked for life. Our parade of athletes continues here from Orlando. More to come. Opening ceremony, USA Games. Coming up after these messages and a word from our ABC station.
It's time for our Memorial Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every Green Thumb, 5K, and all-day dance party starts the night before. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable all night and can help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed, Queen, now only $19.99. And free home delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday.
Jersey Mike's presents the Special Olympics USA Games. Watch the athletes shine as one, June 5th through 12th. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
From executive producer Peyton Manning comes a new game show where the only way to win is to keep it together.
This show's crazy, right? I can't believe I'm hosting a game show.
The Final Straw, July 10th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
You all share the same secret.
12 contestants related to the biggest celebrities on the planet compete to keep their identity a secret. From executive producers of Love is Blind to when they'll use manipulation.
My strategy is to be the realest liar that I can be.
Lies.
People are being disrespectful.
And family ties.
Whoever can keep their celebrity relative a secret will win $100,000.
Hosted by Kevin and Frankie Jonas. Claim to Fame. Premieres July 11th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Have you ever felt like you're up against the world? You wanted something so bad. And then it actually happens.
This Wednesday,
we are looking for an enhanced individual.
Your family is in danger.
The future
Get them now.
begins with her.
You sure you're ready for this?
Definitely.
Marvel Studios' Miss Marvel, only on Disney+.
Scene 103, take one. Here we go.
My name is Wesley. I'm with my knucklehead brother.
My friend Nuffy.
My boyfriend, Doug. I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm gonna respond to it?
There's not that long-term research out there yet.
I don't want to be on the front line.
But you're human. You're gonna make a mistake. I'm just saying everyone has a right to make their own decision.
But why would you want to take that risk?
Can you imagine being the person that goes to somebody's house and gives them a virus that kills them?
What if you end up in the hospital?
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do.
Can I hug you?
Yeah. Oh, man. Love you too.
The pride in Terrence's walk. You could just see how happy he is representing his country. South Carolina coming in, delegation of 190, and Tim Tebow standing by with one of the athletes from South Carolina.
I am here with Josh, an all-around amazing young man. Josh, you have competed and attended numerous Special Olympics games, but now you're here in Florida. How have you trained to be ready for this year's USA Games?
Well, conditioning, lots of training, hard work, and determination.
I love it, man. Those are awesome things. Josh, you have also been someone that has inspired so many people. What does it feel like to know that so many people look up to you?
Well, I just feel like I have a lot of respect and confidence from everybody and everybody who loves me. And I just feel blessed that everybody cares about me.
Speaking of all the people that love you, your family has been so supportive of you. What do they mean to you?
They mean a lot to me. They take me to practices. They make sure I'm healthy and well. And just want to say good luck to everybody and compete in the games.
Awesome, Josh. You're a stud, man. Go crush it, buddy.
Thank you.
Tim, thank you so much. Josh Myers' story. His mother passed away. His kindergarten teacher, Patty Myers, a good friend of the family, adopted him. They're also well involved in Special Olympics. And what a record he has going. He has attended every USA Games. Track and field in 06, powerlifting in 2010, swimming in 2014, unified soccer 2018, as well as the 2022 games. It's just an incredible story. This young man representing the Palmetto State well. Cannot wait to watch him this week.
We see that with a lot of the athletes, Kev. Once they get that taste of the games, the camaraderie, the celebration of Special Olympics, they want to come back year after year.
Jen, you talk about celebration. We've got one coming up. As you see, the celebration continues here in Orlando, Exploria Stadium. And here, 63 delegations represented, 11 Caribbean nations, 2 regions in California, plus the District of Columbia, and all 50 states.
Please welcome the team from the great state of Oklahoma.
The Sooner State, 65 strong in this delegation, and if you want to see a celebration and the power of inclusion, just watch when Rylan Squatch Ritter is told in front of his high school football team that he made Oklahoma's Special Olympics team. Check this out.
We want to reload something here. We have some really good news about Squatch. Mr. Ritter here, he has been chosen to represent the state of Oklahoma in the upcoming 2022 Special Olympics USA Games in Florida, and he'll be competing in powerlifting.
That, my friends, is what Special Olympics is all about. Rylan is just a big part of that team as anyone else in those red jerseys. Part of the team here from Oklahoma. He'll take part, the 17-year-old, in powerlifting. Just great to see the young man from Shady Point here representing Oklahoma.
Please welcome the team from the Great Plains of North Dakota.
30 folks representing North Dakota today. You know, Special Olympics does an incredible job with its Healthy Athletes program. We've talked about this since its inception. Special Olympics Healthy Athletes has delivered more than 2 million free health screenings. That can be so important for athletes and people associated with Special Olympics. You're seeing our friend John Darling there. John has been instrumental, helped with medical coverage and fundraising for Special Olympics North Dakota for more than 20 years. He also served 20 years in the North Dakota Army National Guard. He was deployed to Iraq for Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. He returned with PTSD, and though he tried to deal with it on his own, he realized he needed to get help, and so he did. John, a fantastic testament of vulnerability and strength and how important it is to give your mental health the attention it deserves. Bravo, John.
That is so important in these times. The awareness of mental health and reaching out, seeking that help.
South Dakota has 43 delegates marching into the stadium today. Sarah Knorr is representing Team South Dakota. She's competed in Special Olympics for 7 years, and she'll compete in English equestrian working trails. Now, when she's not riding horses, she enjoys reading Hardy Boys mysteries and, get this, researching the Kennedy family. I bet she could tell us a lot about the founder of Special Olympics, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and of course her son, current chairman of Special Olympics, Tim Shriver.
We need to pick her brain before Tim joins us up here on the set later on. 139 delegates representing Tennessee. And the red button athlete in the front, Matthew Drumright. During his 31 years of involvement with Special Olympics Tennessee, he has done just about everything you can do. How about basketball, flag football, powerlifting, swimming at these games, United Golf with his uncle Richard. You know, outside of the competition, he's also a global messenger, a health messenger on the athlete leadership team for Tennessee. Volunteers, fundraisers, including with young athletes, a program for children ages 2 to 7 to get them ready to compete when they're eligible at the age of 8. His passion outside of Special Olympics, photography. Listening to old music and watching old sitcoms. I love this. He's also been a coach for a local high school football team for 23 years. Shout out to the Brentwood Bruins.
Kev, we see it when we go to high schools that have unified programs in place, some that have been honored with championship status. There's a warmth, there's a welcoming nature and welcoming feeling when you walk in the doors. Having him participate and contribute to the football team does wonders for those athletes to recognize how important inclusion is in their communities, and then they spread that message to other people that they come in contact with.
Well said there, Jen. They're raising future leaders who understand, you know, when they go to college and they advance, you know, the idea of inclusion in unified sporting events.
It follows that.
No doubt about it. And I'm following this team, and that is Team Pennsylvania, my home state. Great to see 166 members from the Keystone State, and Julie Foudy's with one of the athletes from my home state. Hi, Julie.
I know you're very excited about this one, Kevin. So is Delina Rodriguez, who is a power lifter here. Delina, you are a long-time Special Olympics athlete. I know this is not your first opening ceremony. What is your favorite part of the opening ceremony?
The parade of athletes.
Oh, yeah, me too. And how about that tunnel? That was wild back then.
Awesome.
That was awesome. You won 2 golds and a bronze in the World Games in Abu Dhabi. What are you taking from the World Games that you're going to use at these USA Games?
Training hard and have good coaches.
Yes. Good luck. Have a great time.
Root for Delina, 27-year-old from Palmerton, Pennsylvania. She had the honor of visiting the White House, part of the delegation, of course, representing the U.S. at the World Games in Abu Dhabi in 2019, has her sights set on gold as she takes to the power lifting stage once again here in Orlando. mention, Jen, that for everybody watching this, our coverage continues over on ESPN2 Tuesday and Wednesday night, as well as a wrap-up show on ABC over the weekend. And each night we have the show. We take a profile, we take a look at all the action. You could also live stream some of the action, powerlifting during the middle of the week. 19 sports, including 4 new sports here this week at the USA Games. Added surfing, equestrian, cheerleading. That is all about Dana. And open water swimming.
Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis, one of 11 Caribbean nations here represented, 13 part of this delegation. Shakir Stapleton, 25-year-old red button athlete, hearing impaired, found early academic success, then became a standout in sports. So he found his niche in tennis, track and field. He has competed around the world, most recently the 2019 Special Olympics World Games in Abu Dhabi, bringing home gold in the singles in tennis.
And right after them, the delegation from Trinidad and Tobago.
From deep in the heart of Texas.
Special Olympics is all about inclusion, guys, and giving everyone a seat at the table, or I suppose a spot on the team. So it is so great to see these athletes and delegates from the Caribbean, as you mentioned, Kevin. Michelle Cooper has been a part of Special Olympics for 10 years, representing her island nation in bocce. Look at that there. She also plays the steel and African drums. There is nothing like a steel drum. Our second largest delegation here this week is the group from Texas, 339 strong. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and they mean the delegations as well. That's our friend Rafael Tripp Trinidad. You're going to hear a lot about him this week, just an inspirational young man. He attends the University of Texas, San Antonio, and he has been involved with Special Olympics long enough for it to change his life. Guys, he was ridiculed, he was bullied, but he says Special Olympics changed my life. It's a home, it's love, it has given me love. And we are so thankful to be supported by WWE as well. You may see some of their representatives and superstars walking with delegations. That's The Undertaker. He made a surprise visit to the practice of the unified flag football team that Tripp will be, well, Tripp is participating in softball, but some of these other athletes will be participating in. Meeting and chatting with the squad, Kev, I'm sure that was a thrill for many of these athletes.
Yeah, we do appreciate the WWE's involvement. They have been around, and at every single Special Olympics event, I see a wrestler come in, providing the joy and the smiles for the athletes. And there's another red button athlete, Ellie Spieth. Of course, the Undertaker walking. There's Ellie, and if you hear the last name, you may recognize it. Jordan Spieth is the lucky brother of this Special Olympics Texas athlete. She's been involved for 5 years in equestrian and swimming. At these games, she's going to be competing in a new sport, cheerleading, with the unified team. The first USA Games, that will be offered competitively. And Dana, you want a chance with cheerleading as well, right?
Yes, I do. I love cheerleading. I used to be in cheerleading unified team when I used to be in cheerleading, but my snowboarding career took off, so I chose snowboarding over cheerleading, which is really hard. But yeah, I'm so excited to see cheerleading, and I think I know some cheerleading teams here, so I'm pretty excited.
Right. So we've got you involved in cheerleading, surfing, equestrian. You're going to have the busiest week around.
I'm so excited.
Kevin and Dana, it doesn't feel like that long ago we were in Seattle, Washington for the 2018 USA Games. And yet, some ways, it feels like a very long time ago. Yes. It's been a long few years for everybody. Our red button athlete from Washington is 30-year-old Todd Weathers. Todd was born premature. He weighed 2.5 pounds in Calcutta, India. But he was adopted at 6 months old, and he is now thriving. His family says before Todd began Special Olympics, he would shy away from his peers and other people. But Special Olympics helped him develop friendships and confidence in himself. Now he is outgoing, he is friendly, he has a likable personality, and we attribute so much of that confidence to his involvement with Special Olympics. Those are the stories, those are the things that make you feel so great about watching these athletes thrive this week.
Over 4,000 Special Olympic athletes making the trip to Orlando this week. 740 unified partners, 1,500 coaches, and over 10,000 volunteers. And let's not forget, over 125,000 families, friends, spectators to watch these athletes perform on the big stage.
For the first time in a long time, 2 years, it's the first time that some of these athletes have even competed, seen each other, seen their teammates, and they're meeting people, so many new people, making friendships and forming new bonds. It's so amazing, so incredible.
Dana, I'm so glad you brought that up. The last 2 years have been hard on so many, and specifically Special Olympic athletes, because you're isolated. You don't get the chance to have that bond and compete and see friends. And there were a lot of Zooms during this time, not just because of work, but because of Special Olympic athletes connecting with coaches and friends and families. 52 part of the delegation for the state of Utah, including Amber Gersht, swimming athlete, heavily involved in Special Olympics Utah for 25 years. She earned over 200 Special Olympics medals and is a leader in areas such as the Utah Board of Directors, a health messenger and chair of the Athletes Board of Directors. She also loves Xbox and has competed in virtual gaming events with Special Olympics throughout the pandemic to stay connected with her fellow athletes. And a reminder, if you think that you gamers out there have been left out, think again. For the first time ever, Special Olympics is hosting an esports invitational here in Orlando at Full Sail University. 14 unified teams will square off in Rocket League, and you can catch the action Tuesday starting 4:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN3 and the ESPN app. Our next state, Virginia, 75 delegates. You know, athletes from Special Olympics, Virginia, including 51-year-old powerlifter Robert Harris, are featured in a Coca-Cola commercial. Coca-Cola is a founding partner of Special Olympics, supporting athletes with and without disabilities for more than 50 years. And look at my man, Robert, a powerlifter.
What a great casting by Coca-Cola.
No doubt. Look at him. The gun show is out.
Look at those muscles. They're unbelievable.
Other athletes included in that Coca-Cola spot: Anna Young, Arthur Lane, Chris Raup, Aaliyah Lewis, Abby Seal, Blaze Silverman, Kobe Edmonds, Jackson Harris. Living their best life here in Orlando as the parade of athletes continue. Also want to make a mention, Special Olympics Virginia CEO Rick Jeffrey is retiring after 36 years with Special Olympics, 22 as the CEO for Virginia.
Please welcome the team joining us from West Virginia.
32 delegates representing West Virginia, including our red button athlete, Laura Chapman, 54 years young. She's been involved with Special Olympics West Virginia for 4 decades. Variety of sports for her: alpine skiing, athletics, basketball, bowling, softball, and volleyball. Here in Orlando, she'll compete in athletics in the 100-meter walk, 50-meter run, make that, and the mini javelin. By the way, Laura's a fighter. Diagnosed with breast cancer in 2019, and she beat it while still coaching volleyball.
Way to go.
All the way through.
Wyoming excited to enter the stadium today. 45 strong, the delegation from Wyoming, and it is a family affair in Wyoming, especially on the unified softball team, where there are 3 sets of families, guys. There are the Wildcats, the White Plums, and another family, the Barnes. And now a state near and dear to Dana's heart and my heart, the great state of Wisconsin. On Wisconsin, our home state, 97 strong today. Deborah Moore Grunlow started coaching Special Olympics in 1987. And since that time, she served as agency manager, coach, trainer, you name it, volunteer. She said, the athletes have made the greatest impact on my life. The love, the happiness, and even the exhaustion that I get from Special Olympics makes my life full. Dana, what was it like all those years ago to represent Wisconsin? What did you take from that experience?
Living in Wisconsin has been phenomenal. I wouldn't live in any other state. We're actually celebrating our 50th anniversary this summer. I'm pretty excited. My hometown has been, oh my gosh, amazing and so supportive. My family, and actually one of the cool things in Wisconsin is the Humane Societies. And I work at the best one, the Clark County Humane Society.
Shout out!
And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be really excited that I just mentioned them, but the families to all these Special Olympics athletes are very important, and they play a very important role. But I'm gonna brag on mine. Mine are the best in Wisconsin. But Wisconsin, yeah, I'm gonna brag on Wisconsin. They're the best delegation here.
Look out for those delegates from Wisconsin, guys. You gotta be pretty tough to live through those winters there.
Yeah, 35 like below.
My girl Dana here.
We can feel the buildup as the parade of athletes continue with our delegation. 63 delegations, including all 50 states, 2 regions in California, 1 the District of Columbia, and 11 Caribbean nations, all taking part this week in the Special Olympics USA Games in Orlando. And aside from the sporting events, there are more than 30 special events, including healthy athletes and young athletes, that festival. And you and me are on the same wavelength, Jen, because we know the importance of that.
Well, and I love this Young Athletes Festival that they've been promoting. Children ages 2 through 7 who may not have had interaction with other folks with intellectual disabilities. It's a chance for them to be introduced to sport. And my goodness, when you see the change and just the evolution of how sports has been embraced by this community, if you had the opportunity to introduce your 2 through 7-year-old to sports through Special Olympics, you'd do it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Once again, this is the biggest humanitarian event in Florida's history because it is about the games. It's also about making sure you get free health screenings for every athlete, from shoe size to vision, dental and hearing, something that we often take for granted, but especially the last 2 years in a pandemic where travel is limited, it's so important you get the chance to interact with doctors and nurses and people that want to help you. And again, the one thing that stunned me through the years as we have done this is people from around the country and around the world, the athletes, they get fitted for shoe size, and over 60% of them have the wrong shoe size, something we often take for granted. And I'm blown away that they can address that here, and that's why this week is so important. Talking about dental, the hearing, the vision, when they go back to their towns, they're just a different person, not only with the confidence, but physically, mentally healthy.
And Dana, you've experienced it, but the change can be enormous. To be in a place where you are celebrated, where your differences actually make you the star here. What is that like to be in this community?
The first time I noticed that I was in South Korea, and I'm like, everyone's just like me. I'm not treated differently. I'm the same. Was so unbelievable. As far as healthy athletes, There's a lot of athletes that don't get treated for health care, dental care, shoe care, and they get treated for all that here.
For free.
For free.
The 15-person delegation from Vermont rolling into the stadium. Jennifer Mayfield was surprised by Special Olympics USA Games ambassador Annika Sorenstam with her selection to compete in unified golf. She'll be competing with her father, William, and hopes to meet Annika in person someday, Kev.
Jen, we heard the big roar. Here comes Florida, the largest delegation here at the Games. 605 athletes, and there's one of the big stars, Chris Nikic. First person with Down syndrome to complete a full Ironman. Chris and his dad, Nick, has been a strong supporter throughout. Triathlon will happen on Saturday as part of a community event with the Special Olympics heat starting first at 7 a.m. Athletes competing in the triathlon were also given the option to enter into the open water swimming event hosted Wednesday at Lucky's Lake.
It's hard not to get choked up watching Chris cross the finish line at the Ironman. And you've heard the phrase, to be it, you have to see it. Caleb Pruitt is an example of that. He watched Chris Nikic's story. And since he has taken up triathlons, he'll compete in his first USA Games this year. He too will be competing in open water swimming and triathlon. He hopes to give his role model Chris a run for his money. Should be a great competition between those two and the other athletes in triathlon this week.
Look at Caleb's smile, man. It was amazing.
He is so excited that it's so awesome to see.
Yes. There's an athlete that's part of this group named Layla Crahan, and there's going to be a variety of different stories that we're going to talk about. One thing that Layla talked about, that her biggest challenge was not opportunity, it was dealing with bullies and anxiety. And Dana, you experienced that as well. Many of these athletes in their hometowns, they're celebrated, but there's also a part where they have to go through the bullying process on a daily basis. What was that like for you? And then how did Special Olympics change that dynamic?
I joined Special Olympics when I was 8, and when I went in middle school, I got bullied every single day. And Special Olympics was my out, my safe haven. Special Olympics was where I was like everyone else. My family was amazing. I had an amazing home life. But when I got to high school, I also got bullied. But I thank those bullies to this day. They made me who I am. They helped me make me who I am and help me standing up for those who don't or can't and haven't found the words on how to be strong. And for those that are getting bullied, they will grow up and you will get past this and you will be stronger because of it. I am, and I'm thankful because of it. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it didn't happen to me.
What a strong message.
Dana made her mess her message, but here at the Special Olympics and beyond, we always want to say you shouldn't have to go through that to be in the position you're in today. You've done an incredible job of overcoming those things, but we want to make sure that we're creating a world where that bullying doesn't take place, that people are celebrated for their uniqueness, for their differences, and that when you have the opportunity to include, you choose to do just that.
The inclusion revolution continues. The athletes are all in the stadium, but we're not done. Some very important oaths, some very talented guests still on the way here in Orlando. We'll be back after these messages and a word from our ABC station.
Jersey Mike's presents the Special Olympics USA Games. Watch the athletes shine as one. June 5th through 12th. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Success looks different for everyone, which means the path to success also looks different. For 75 years, University of Maryland Global Campus has helped adults succeed. You're not waiting to win. You're ready to succeed again at umgc.edu.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13.
Hey, cheer up, hon. This'll be fun.
With features like cinematic mode for dramatic shifts in focus. All on the largest, most dependable networks. So you can share the most unbelievable moments from the most unbelievable places.
We found an ice cave.
Get our $45 Silver Unlimited plan on the iPhone 13 with nationwide 5G. Straight Talk Wireless. Available at Walmart.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
I am free, yeah, yeah, come water me. Oh, oh, love you so, but if you don't, I have to leave. Oh, no.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
For a husband.
You all share the same secret.
12 contestants related to the biggest celebrities on the planet compete to keep their identity a secret. From executive producers of Love is Blind to win, they'll use manipulation.
My strategy is to be the realest liar that I can be.
Lies.
People are being disrespectful.
And family ties.
Whoever can keep their celebrity relative a secret will win $100,000.
Hosted by Kevin and Frankie Jonas. Claim to Fame. Premieres July 11th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
You see the look on his face? Hilarious.
I know how you feel. Because I was right here.
My biggest fear was on that.
Always waiting for me.
But I knew I was never alone.
And I would get through it. Because people care.
So walk right in.
Get back on.
Step right up. And to everyone who sees anyone bullying, don't just watch. Act.
Together, we can put an end to bullying.
You can learn more at disney.com/choose-kindness.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.
Welcome back to Exploria Stadium. The opening ceremony, the Special Olympics USA Games continues here from Orlando. Our delegations are seated, ready to get the game started for much more. Let's go to our host, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes.
Hello again, everybody. We've had a few more people join us here. Friends, family, fans around the world. Let's hear it for the competitors of the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games. Welcome, athletes.
And what a journey it has been for you all. We can't really imagine how rewarding it is after all the years, all the work, all the training to finally get here at this moment and be ready to compete. And our friends at ESPN, well, they captured a bit of your journey and that story along the way. So take a look now.
Come on with me now, let's walk on the sun.
Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
The Special Olympics Athlete Oath. If you come to these games to compete, you probably know it by heart.
Let me win.
Let me win.
But if I cannot win.
But if I cannot win.
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Keep on rising till we're touching the stars.
It is an important part of the whole Special Olympics movement. And we take it very seriously. Not just the oath part, the athlete part as well.
I feel like I'm the tiger out of the cage when I lift. It makes me feel very confident
I really love hitting. Hitting is fun.
It's time for play and time for work. I like doing more work than playing.
You can do this. You got this.
No one could run as far as me.
Because I'm a beast.
Impossible's a word I don't hear, so let us love without fear. The world is
When you see the athletes in Orlando, just know they represent an even larger group that puts in hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of hours of training.
Down, press, great.
Think about the miles we've run, the laps we've swum, the weights we've lifted. It's an incredible amount of work. But we don't do it for the medals. We do it because when we are playing our sports, we don't have a disability.
People with disabilities could do everything like regular people could do. I am equal and I'm not different than everybody else.
Competing around the world has made a huge difference in my life.
Because the world is on. Yeah, the world is on. Just as simple as that.
Do we get this power from these words? The oath? Maybe.
You gotta push yourself, and that's how you get what you want.
Powerful. This is my Wonder Woman power pose.
Everybody always says, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's like, watch me, I am.
I say, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Or maybe we get power from each other.
They got me playing basketball again.
We push each other.
Yes, so it's good to have these opportunities to compete each other.
Be a beacon of hope.
Go ahead, keep on rising. So go ahead, keep on rising till we're touching the stars.
Everything can be possible.
How did I overcome so many obstacles? Easy. I just got 1% better every day.
Gymnastics is part of my life. I feel confident and proud of myself.
Because with Special Olympics, we know.
Now, I am an athlete.
Keep on reaching higher till touching the stars.
I am with the Wonder Woman herself, golfer Amy Bockerstedt of Arizona. Amy, I love this. I know you have met so many golfers in your life, and this is going to be a really hard question for you because I'm going to ask you, what is and who is your favorite golfer you've ever played with?
My favorite golfer is Gary Woodland.
Of course, as in 2019 U.S. Open champion Gary Woodland, who also delivered the news to you that you'd be coming here to the USA Games. What has that friendship meant to you?
I am so happy to meet Gary on Zoom. It was so much fun. We are best friends.
You are best friends. I love that. And how does it feel that you've inspired Gary? He's talked about this a lot with your I got this attitude. He even said that you inspired him to win the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, it was fun. I was at 16th hole in the Phoenix Open. He was so nice and great. We are best friends.
Oh. All right, I understand as well that you have a Wonder Woman power pose. Can you teach it to me?
Yes.
Let's see it.
I am strong. I am confident. I am proud to be happy, powerful.
All right, I think we should do that. Tossing it back to Tim Tebow. What do you think? Together. Ready? Together, back to Team Tebow. We'll see what his power pose is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I am strong. I am confident. I am proud to be happy, powerful.
Hey! Let's see it, Tim.
I love it. Chris, what's our power pose? We gotta like flex or something. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This guy doesn't need to flex because this is the Espn winner, Chris Nikic. Give it up for him. Chris, you have done so much training and hard work in your life, but how has your training for the Ironman helped prepare you for this year's USA Games?
You know, training is kind of like easy way to just get 1% better day. And just like, you know, 4 years ago, I was 40 pounds overweight, and I knew that God would lead me to a bigger path. And I knew that if I wasn't here today, then my family could be proud of me right now.
Well, there's so many people that are proud of you, Chris. One of my favorite things that you've ever said to me, and you also told the world, was that your motto is to get 1% better. That is so cool. How did you come up with that motto?
You know, I came up with that motto to just to just work hard and to just realize that we know today that we found out that if I could compete in the USA Games, then I would have a chance to win gold. But mostly, I'm really looking forward to become part of this and just become part of who I am. And it's kind of because my family connects with me. It's all about human connection.
Well, I think there's so many people that connect with you. Chris, you've accomplished so much already in your life. Ironman, Boston Marathon. You just wrote a book. Like, what's the next thing that you're gonna do?
You know, what's next for me is that I have Kona to compete. I got USA Games to compete. But you know what's really next is I already have a race right now, and I'm on the line every day to just say to myself, if I could complete Kona, then God would come to me and say, you have a 1980 at the finish line, and that your current daughter and then your current girlfriend came from a car, and I knew that if she's willing to do the work and make sure that we all have things in common, and once a friend and supporter once told me, her name is June Bond, my girlfriend's mom. She told me that that was real, and that it never came who I became and what I became of. And I want to be the person I could be. And when I complete Kona, I'm going to have a promise ring. And that promise ring resembles love. And it tells me that after I cross the finish line Kona, that I will propose to my lady.
Well, love is real, Chris, and there are a lot of people here that love you. Give it up for Chris Nikic.
Please welcome to the stage Chairman, Disney Parks Experiences and Products, Josh D'Amaro.
Thank you, everyone. You all look absolutely amazing. Everybody ready to have some fun? Well, athletes, families, supporters, volunteers, welcome everyone. Walt Disney Company was founded by one of the ultimate dreamers, a man who believed in the fun of doing the impossible. And today, in so many ways, this is a dream come true for all of these inspiring athletes who've worked so hard to get here and are showing us what's possible. Congratulations to you all. It is also the same for everyone here who's united behind them in a common purpose to cheer them on from every victory that they've already won and every moment of triumph that they'll experience during these games and well beyond. I want to offer a big congratulations to the local organizing committee here in Orlando that's putting on these games, as well as give them a round of applause. Also, to Special Olympics Florida team that's helped bring them to our region, including Walt Disney World. I have to say that I am absolutely honored today to represent Disney and all of our cast members around the world. We're so proud to be the host partner of the Special Olympics USA Games. We are thrilled to have the athletes and their families with us at the Walt Disney World Resort, competing at ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex across all of our property, and of course, and I hope you all got a chance to do this, visiting some of our world-famous theme parks. All right. And you can trust me on this. We will be celebrating every accomplishment right along with all of you. We are your biggest fans. All right. I want to thank our entire Disney family that's supporting these games, including our Disney Live Entertainment team that's here today helping with all of this, our colleagues at ABC and at ESPN, it's the global broadcast partner for the games, and especially I want to thank the Disney volunteers who are out in force to support and cheer on these athletes and their families. Thank you all. I appreciate you all so much. At Disney, we are big believers in the power of connecting people and making dreams come true, creating memories that can last a lifetime. These games, they offer all of that and a lot more. When we come together and celebrate everything that makes us each a unique individual, we create a more supportive, a more unified, and a more inclusive world where we truly shine as one. I want to wish all of the athletes the best of luck. You are all going to do phenomenal. Everyone else, please enjoy the games. Thank you for everything that you're doing.
Please welcome Pete Cancro, CEO of Jersey Mike's.
All right. Now, where is that Jersey crew, the special athletes from Jersey? Are you out there? All right. I think they were the loudest coming in. All right, way to go. First, a special thanks to Eunice Kennedy Shriver and her family. She was a pioneer in the worldwide struggle for rights and acceptance for people with intellectual disabilities. Amazing what one person can do when she stands up for others. It's amazing. Thank you. In 1975, we held a small track event at my local high school in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. It was the first time we had exposure to these special athletes, to see their thrill in their faces, their determination, and their commitment to competition. We were all in from that moment on and continue to be involved. And here we are, 47 years later. Just amazing. We're thankful for the Jersey Mike's owners, the crews, the teams, and the communities across the nation that showed up this past March for our Day of Giving. Amazing results. Thank you again, everyone. And to our Special Olympians and their families, it is your day today. And let no one stop you today and every day of your lives. When we all come together, we all rise up together. Thanks, everybody.
Please welcome to the stage, Chairman of the Board of Special Olympics, Tim Shriver.
Here at Special Olympics! Ow, 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 ow! I know you're warm, I know it's hot, I know it's already been a long day, but oh my goodness, do you all look beautiful. Wow. I'm joined on stage by Anna Regal from the great state of Connecticut. And I'm joined, because sometimes everybody needs a little support. And you athletes, you've been through a lot to get here. Our country has been through a lot together. All the delegations from the Caribbean, from Haiti, from Bermuda, you've all been through a lot to get here. And so today we have this moment to turn to each other and say thank you to someone who's helped you get here, right? You can turn to the person here, but you can also turn to the officers of the law enforcement. You can turn to the healthcare leaders. You can turn to your teachers, to your coaches, to your mom, parents, family members, athletes. Let's hear it for all of them, from you to them. Now, for those of you who might be new to our movement, you athletes here, 5,000 strong, you represent 5 million athletes from around the world. You represent early childhood educators who want to make early childhood inclusive. You represent teachers who want to make schools inclusive, healthcare leaders who want to make health justice possible. You represent coaches, park rec departments, sports clubs that want to open their doors to inclusion. You represent the best of the USA. The best of the USA. Now, athletes, I want you to... Oh, we got a USA chant going. Let's hear it. USA!
USA!
USA! Now, Anna, I want you to join me in thanking you for that chant, because in our country, sometimes it's been a little tough to be together, right? Sometimes it's been people telling us we're too divided to get together. Some people telling us that when we compete, we have to have enemies, but not here. I want athletes, I want you to know, I know your parents are proud of you, I know your coaches are proud of you, but I want you to know your country is proud of you too. Because on this playing field, competitors are not enemies, they just make us better. On this playing field, there's no contempt, there's dignity for everyone. On this playing field, we celebrate every gift in the nation, and on this playing field, we determine to build America the possible, America the inclusive, America according to the vision of the athletes of Special Olympics. That's the country we will create. So, I've heard all this, you've heard all this from me, but I heard it from Anna in her words just this morning. The best summary I've heard so far. Anna, will you share your message with your fellow athletes?
Yeah. So my message to you guys today is I believe in myself, and I believe in you guys that you can do it, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Thank you, athletes. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you, Special Olympics.
Good job. Good job.
All right, and another hand, please, for those inspiring words. Yes, from Josh, from Pete, and of course from Tim, and of course from Anna just now, who gave us all a message we could leave here with.
All right, now at this time, we would like to welcome the Headquarters and Headquarters Battery 164th Air Defense Artillery Brigade to the stadium for the presentation of the colors featuring Walt Disney World's own Voices of Liberty and Special Olympics Oregon athlete Sean Hintz.
God shed his grace.
for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and through my hood with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea. America, America,
If you are able, please stand for the singing of the U.S. National Anthem, performed by award-winning actor, recording artist, and Broadway star, Orlando's own Michael James Scott.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, words so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Beautiful. More to come from Orlando, including a special appearance from Mickey and Minnie Mouse as the opening ceremony for the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games continues after this.
Jersey Mike's presents the Special Olympics USA Games. Watch the athletes shine as one. June 5th through 12th. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
You've made mistakes. We all did. It's the past. Be done with it.
And what if I can't?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. New episodes streaming Wednesdays, only on Disney+.
Kelly Ripa hosts the family trivia game that challenges each generation.
Name this handsome model with long hair.
Thor?
It's a battle of the ages. Generation Gap premieres Thursday, July 7th on ABC.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping. For a husband.
Scene 103, take one. Here we go.
My name is Wesley. I'm with my knucklehead brother.
My friend Nuffy.
My boyfriend Doug. I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm gonna respond to it?
There's not that long-term research out there yet.
I don't want to be on the front line.
But you're human. You're gonna make a mistake. I'm just saying everyone has a right to make their own decision.
But why would you want to take that risk?
Can you imagine being the person that goes to somebody's house and gives them the virus that kills them?
What if you end up in the hospital?
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do.
Can I hug you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Love you too.
Now, of course, one of the most beautiful things about this event, and I really don't have to explain to anyone in here, you all know it better than any of us, that you know that nobody here gets here alone. You all have a community, a broad community of support that has been helping you, has been behind you to get you to this moment. And that community maybe extends a little further than you think. There are a lot of people who wanted to be here today who could not be here, but they sent along some very special well wishes by video. So take a look.
Hey everybody, Larry the Cable Guy here with my good buddy Mater, and he and I both have something in common. We're each a precision instrument of speed and aerodynamics. But you find folks are competing in one of the most prestigious sporting events there is, the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games.
You are not only extraordinary athletes, you are ambassadors for inclusion, and you send out a loud and important message every time you compete.
I just wanted to say that you all inspire me so, so much.
A huge congratulations to all of the Special Olympians.
I'm so bummed I couldn't make it to the 2022 Special Olympics. Bummer, but listen, I will be cheering for you guys from afar.
Let's come together to celebrate the extraordinary athletes competing at the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games.
You are representing every state in the country, competing in one of the world's most prestigious sporting events. You aren't just athletes, you are ambassadors for inclusion.
I wish you a fun and safe journey. I know that you're gonna give it your all. I encourage you to have a great time.
Through your sport, you are changing the game through inclusion.
As you strive for victory, you are creating change and fostering understanding.
We are so proud of all of you for making it here for these competitions.
I'm especially excited to see those of you competing in the open water swimming competitions. Don't get cold fins. You've prepared for this, and I believe in you. Go out there and shine.
I can't wait to watch. Special shout out to the California athletes, my hometown. Go get them.
You're all incredible. You're so strong. I want you to go out there and do your very best, but also don't forget to have a great time, okay?
We believe in you. I believe in you. Go out there and shine, baby.
And always remember, the force is strong with you.
And we'll be cheering you on
as you shine as one.
Shine on.
Shine bold.
Shine bright.
And shine as one. Have fun, shine as one, and let's get her done. Right, Mater? Get her done.
You are so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no, Piggy, them.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, and you are all so dedicated, so determined, so fabulous, like moi.
So, from all of us at the Muppets to all of you who are competing, and to all the family, friends, coaches, and others here today to cheer you on, we just want to say,
shine bold,
shine bright,
shine as one.
Yay!
Wow, you all have a lot of celebrity support out there. And you know, it's not just folks from the outside or from out of town who are cheering you on right now. We have one more group of, let's call them local friends, TJ, who would really like to celebrate all of you.
Yeah, so let's give it up for the locals right now. Let's hear it for Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends.
Is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter
Why can't I have some of those dance moves? My goodness, I am here with Samantha Aslan, a bowler from Nevada. Samantha, do you have those kind of dance moves?
I can't dance like that, but I love to dance because it's fun.
I agree with you, Samantha. All right, Samantha, you have been a longtime Special Olympic athlete. 25 years?
26 at the end of May.
Oh my goodness. What has been the most special part about this entire journey for you?
That's kind of hard to pick. I got to come into a USA Games in 2014, and I get to come back. So this is totally awesome. I just love it.
And you're going to be competing in bowling this Games. I know you've done other sports as well. What would you say, if you had to pick one, what's your favorite sport?
Picking one is very difficult because they're all so much fun for a variety of reasons. But I participate in everything that's been offered to me. So I guess if I absolutely had to pick one, I might say softball.
Softball. I was hoping you might say soccer, but I love softball as well.
I have never tried soccer, but I would love to at some point.
That's my girl. Samantha, have fun this week. Go crush it. All right. TJ, back to you.
Thank you so much. Yes, have fun, everybody, and go crush it, of course. Thank you, and also thank you to Mickey and the crew. We appreciate that and that magical display of support. So yes, it's okay to give a round of applause to the mouse. Yes, Mickey, Minnie, and crew. They are showing us that yes, with a little faith, a little trust, and a lot of pixie dust thrown in there, we really do all shine as one. Now, as speaking of shining as one, entering the field now, carrying the Special Olympics flag is the United Soccer Team from Special Olympics, New York. Unified sports feature people with and without intellectual disabilities competing on the same team, and this is another way to break down barriers, promote social inclusion, and of course, build lasting friendships.
Now it is time for the officials, the coaches, and the athletes to take their oaths as they promise to fulfill their roles in the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games with the utmost integrity. So please, everyone, welcome Marianne Gonzalez, James Chalmers, and Trip Trinidad.
So representing our officials, Marianne Gonzalez from Florida will administer the officials' oath. Officials, please watch the screen and follow along with Marianne in reading the officials' oath.
In the name of all judges and officials, I promise that we shall officiate in these Special Olympics Games with complete impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them in the spirit of sportsmanship.
Marianne, thank you. Yes, a round of applause for Marianne. And now, representing our coaches, James Chalmers from Minnesota will deliver the coach's oath. Coaches, please watch the screen and follow along with James as he reads the coach's oath. James?
In the name of all coaches, we shall follow written and verbal instructions of all Special Olympic officials at all times, have our athlete at the appropriate events and activities at the proper time, and abide by the rules and policies in the spirit of sportsmanship.
All right, James, thank you so much. And finally, for our athletes, it's that time for you. Representing our athletes, Trip Trinidad from Texas. He is going to lead the athlete's oath, so please watch the screen, athletes, and follow along with the athlete's oath.
Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Fantastic job, everyone. Thank you all so much for that powerful display of dedication. Fantastic job. All right, everyone, please welcome the President and CEO of the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, Joe Zalek, and Special Olympics athlete Abigail Adams.
Today, I stand before you to celebrate. I celebrate the team that developed and delivered these games. I celebrate the residents of this great state of Florida who opened their hearts to our athletes. I celebrate you athletes who shine as one and inspire us all to be better versions of ourselves. At times, it felt like this event had impossible obstacles to overcome. But it was the athletes' spirit to dream big, to work hard, that enabled us to persevere over the last 2 years and jump over the many hurdles on the track to this wonderful day. I have 3 hopes for you athletes this week. 1, be bold in your competition. 2nd, have joy in your heart, no matter what happens. And shine brightly, because your light shines more than you realize. Now go show everyone in the world, what possible looks like. Abigail, what do you think?
When you refuse to give up, you send a message to every village, every city, every nation. A message of hope, a message of victory.
Well said, Abigail.
Never give up.
I now declare the 2022 USA Games open.
So much more to come here from Orlando. Grammy Award winner,
Sarah Bareilles performing live, plus the lighting of the cauldron right after these messages.
Jersey Mike's presents the Special Olympics USA Games. Watch the athletes shine as one. June 5th through 12th. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Google Pixel, the only phone made by Google. Because when Google makes your phone, your camera sees in the dark, sees all skin tones accurately, and fixes your photos like magic, literally. With a battery that learns from you and adapts to last over 24 hours. And new features are always dropping, so it all just keeps getting better. Google Pixel, the phone made by Google for all you are.
We're so embarrassed we overpaid for this used car. We don't even want to show our faces around here.
Yep. Went to the wrong used car site.
Remember, if you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shop at Carfax. You won't have to overpay on the used car again.
All right, kids. Coast is clear. Wait for me.
Come on. Shop millions of great deals, all with the free Carfax report. Only at the all-new Carfax.com.
It's time for our Memorial Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every Green Thumb, 5K, and all-day dance party starts the night before. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable all night and can help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed, Queen, now only $19.99. And free home delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday.
We'd like to dedicate the next 5 seconds to fresh portobellos. And all the other seconds to peppers, onions, and Swiss. Because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
The Special Olympics USA Games opening ceremony is brought to you by Jersey Mike's Subs. Be a sub above.
All right, everybody, it is almost time for the grand finale. That's exciting. So we set things up over here, and we want to hear how you all are doing out there. So let's throw it back out to the field. Tim Tebow and Julie Foudy.
Well, guys, I am here with Robert Harris, power lifter, skier, just all-around stud. Robert, you've been supporting the Prince William County Police Department for many years with their torch run, and I know some of the officers came to your hometown to tell you that you're going to be representing the Commonwealth of Virginia. What did that feel like?
It made me proud. They're like family. They come to my house, they made lights up, light shining, blazing, and they still, and I'm proud to represent Virginia.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's so many people that are proud of you. Guys, he's an absolute stud. Julie, I know you're with another one.
I am, Tim. I'm with Amber Gertch, athlete coach of Utah. Amber, I heard, is this true? You have over 200 Special Olympic medals?
I do. I would have more, but every time I'd run into a police officer, firefighter, cop, a soldier, and I'm wearing one, I'll take it off and give it to him.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Best of luck this week. Let's add to that collection, all right? And we're going to take it back to TJ.
Tim, thank you all so much. It's been great feeling the excitement out there, and we love every time one of your states is mentioned, you all get excited, like when we say Texas, or when we say Missouri, or when we say Georgia, or when we hear the folks from Arkansas, my home state, call the Hogs. We love it. But we are just moments away now from introducing one of the biggest names in music today. Here with me now is Sergeant Shriver International Global Messenger Renee Manfredi. Now, her voice is going to sound familiar to you because she was one of the voices, actually, as you heard, doing the voiceovers as you all were coming in. So we thought we'd try to put a name or a face with the voice and the name. So you all say hello here. But played such a key role that we wanted to bring her back to do some extra honors for us now. So by all means, take it away.
Thank you so much. We have a very special guest. She is a Grammy award-winning songwriter and recording artist, a Tony-nominated Broadway composer, an Emmy-nominated actress, and she's here to sing a song for us today. Please welcome all of you from the U.S., South America, the Caribbean, Sarah Bareilles!
Hello! I'm so proud of all of you! Congratulations! Hi, guys. If you know the words, sing along, okay? When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires can come to you. If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star like dreamers do, fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Your dreams come true.
Sarah Bareilles, everyone, just knocked it out of the park. Thank you to Sarah. We are getting closer and closer to the moment we have all been waiting for. Of course, we're talking about the lighting of the cauldron.
Yes, right now, the Special Olympics, the torch, the flame of hope, it's on its way here to the stadium, all the way from Chicago, Illinois, and our friends at ESPN put a little video together to kind of chronicle its journey. Take a look.
Torch run, say our name! Torch run, say our name! We are guardians of the flame! We are guardians of the flame!
Every once in a while, an idea comes along that is so perfect, it can't help but catch fire. The Law Enforcement Torch Run, where athletes and officers team up to carry a most precious cargo.
Our team will dutifully guard this flame of hope, maintaining the integrity while displaying it proudly on the way to the 2022 USA Games in Orlando.
What began with 5 Wichita peace officers back in 1981 has become a phenomenon that stretches from coast to coast and around the world. The LETR now carries the flame to all Special Olympics local, national, and world games. It is also the largest grassroots fundraiser for Special Olympics.
LTR is feeling empowered in grace. We share a mission to changing the future of people with disabilities, lighting the way. Together, we continue to carry the flame of hope to bring awareness. Together, we shine as one.
The most recent journey began in Chicago, birthplace of the Special Olympic World Games. Step by smiling step, state by glorious state. The flame and its guardians wound their way through the country on their way to Orlando. Every inch a labor of love. They would celebrate milestones and endure hardships. But they would do both together, never once losing faith in their mission.
Thank you.
Now, a land blessed with endless sunshine sees its brightest light not up in the sky, but carried in the hands of heroes.
And those heroes carry a flame that's called a flame of hope, and they ask each of us to actually be a source of hope.
Because within this flame burns the hopes and dreams of a worldwide movement, and it's about to ignite its latest chapter of the inclusion revolution.
Great job. We finished this one. That's what it's all about. 1, 2, 3.
And now, please turn your attention to the northwest entrance of the stadium for the arrival of the Special Olympics torch. From Illinois, Aaron Drescher.
Aaron Drescher with the Flame of Hope. Kevin Nagandi, Jen Latta with you. And Aaron's been training and competing in Special Olympics for more than 30 years. In 6 sports, he's been training with local law enforcement's torch relay group for 27 years, and now the moment. The first leg inside Exploria Stadium with the Flame of Hope on his way to the cauldron. Back in 2005, Aaron was selected for the Team Illinois Unified Softball Team competing in South Haven, Connecticut. Also selected again in 2010 for the Special Olympics National Games in Nebraska and competed in athletics.
From Georgia, Dion Thomas.
Dion Thomas, our torch runner from Georgia. Dion works daily at Cascade Corporations in Warner Robins, Georgia. He works on the assembly, making parts for side shifters on forklifts. Dion has been competing in Special Olympics and open powerlifting events since 1999. In 2015, Dion traveled to Spain to complete IPF training to receive his Level 2 coach's certificate. He uses his knowledge in his daily powerlifting training. Over the years, Dion has competed around the USA, Puerto Rico, the Czech Republic, Dubai, Sweden, and Luxembourg.
From Florida, Lindsay Fuller.
Lindsay Fulop, 44 years young, our third torch runner from Florida. She's a Special Olympics Florida legend, especially when it comes to golf. She has won multiple bronze, silver, and gold medals, competing in 2 Special Olympics World Games. South Florida legend as well. Former Palm Beach County Athlete of the Year. 2009 Special Olympics New Jersey Hall of Famer. powerful advocate for her fellow athletes, and a Special Olympics global messenger. Also inducted into the Special Olympics Florida Hall of Fame in 2020.
From Florida, Chris Nikic.
Chris is 22 years old. He grew up with people regularly telling him what he couldn't do. Fortunately for Chris, he just ignored them. In November of 2020, Chris made history, becoming the first person with Down syndrome to complete a full Ironman race. That's 2.4 swim, 112-mile bike, and a 26.2-mile marathon. Since then, Chris has also run the New York City Marathon and 2 Boston Marathons. He is also a published author and the winner of an Espn Award. And Chris is sponsored by Adidas.
You can see he's a big celebrity here. On his way to get these games started, the lighting of the cauldron. Flame of Hope represents courage and celebration of diversity. Lit on May 20th at Soldier Field in Chicago, the birthplace of Special Olympics, from the eternal flame that burns there, honoring the legacy of Eunice Kennedy Shriver. What a moment.
Honored guests, once again, Sarah Bareilles.
I am so proud to be a part of this day with all of you. You are so brave.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle beneath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Wanna see you, I just wanna see you. I wanna see you. For the fear and done some disappearing, bowed down to the mighty. But don't run and stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in and show me how big you're brave and say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. honestly, I wanna see you be proud. Wanna see you, I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be proud. Wanna see you, I just wanna see you. Wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave.
Sarah Bareilles, Grammy Award-winning singer. What an afternoon, Dana. Your
Yeah.
thoughts on what we just saw?
That was amazing. Oh, these athletes are probably so excited and so numb at just what happened.
It's an incredible celebration of all of the talent in this stadium, but now things really get serious. You're going to see these athletes dig in. They are competitive. They want those medals, so don't be surprised to see some feisty competitions this week.
Yeah, 5,500 participants this week in Orlando, including over 4,000 athletes. And the oldest one, Jersey Joe, at the age of 73 here competing in bowling. It's time now for today's Athlete Spotlight presented by Jersey Mike's Subs.
Joey's been bowling since he was little. My father used to take him.
Joey's mother was very involved in bowling. That's more important to him than anything else, too, bowling. He's been competing every year, and he's 73 years old. 9 times out of 10, he comes home with a medal, either gold or silver. He is very energetic. His arms will start pushing, like moving the ball, kicking his feet out if he gets a spare or he gets a strike. I doubt he'll ever stop bowling.
My parents did a lot to give him some kind of life. That's kind of the exciting point of his life, going bowling.
Great week of coverage. Joining us Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 to see the true power of sport, the pure joy of inclusion, and without question, the very best of humanity. For Jen Latta, Dana Schultz, our entire ESPN crew, including producers Bill Bonnell, Kate Jackson, Rob Adansky, and director Tom Lucas, I'm Kevin Nagati saying, shine bold, shine bright, shine as one.
Tonight, Kimmel Game Night is back in prime time.
The Warriors versus the Celtics is basically Braveheart with a basketball.
With a game of dodge basketball and big man Dax Shepard.
It's a double whammy.
Jimmy Kimmel Live NBA Finals Game Night tonight on ABC.
Playtime mode in the big ring.
Go.
Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.
It is raining three-pointers at Chase. What a flurry by Boston.
One step closer to the big ring.
It's NBA Finals time tonight on ABC.
You see the look on his face? Hilarious.
I know how you feel. Because I was right here.
My biggest fear was on that.
Always waiting for me.
But I knew I was never alone.
And I would get through it. Because people care.
So walk right in.
Get back on.
Step right up. And to everyone who sees anyone bullying, don't just watch. Act.
Together, we can put an end to bullying.
You can learn more at disney.com/choose-kindness.
We all have a role to play in preventing person-to-person spread of this disease, which can be deadly for vulnerable groups. For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
thank God for my life and for the stars and stripes. May freedom forever fly. Let it ring. Salute the ones who died, the ones that give their lives, so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love.
Thank you, and welcome home.
Like our chicken fries.
For as long as we've existed, Boys and Girls Clubs has always been about coming together to support the families of our communities and do whatever it takes to give every kid a chance at a great future. But we're going through a challenging time right now. And while we may not all be able to come together in the same physical ways, in other ways, we're coming together like never before. Because that's what whatever it takes to build great futures means. It means providing a safe place to go for children whose parents are on the front lines battling the virus. It means providing millions of meals for kids who previously relied on their school or a meal program, which are now shut down. And it's about harnessing the power of technology to keep kids moving forward with their education. So yeah, whatever it takes to build great futures may mean something different right now. But whatever it is, that's exactly what we're going to keep doing.
Trees help us see the big picture, beautifying the landscape, purifying our water supply, filtering the air we breathe, and cooling the climate. They anchor the forest, where we retreat to play, connect with one another, and commune with nature. Now more than ever, our national forests need us. Fires, insects, and disease devastate our forests each year. That's why the Arbor Day Foundation is putting out the call to plant more trees and preserve and protect the ones we already have. Visit arborday.org and see how you can help make a difference.
America's veterans have always stepped up. But with the COVID-19 crisis, many veterans are struggling to make ends meet or get the care they need. DAV has helped ill and injured veterans for 100 years. But today, the need is greater than ever. Give to the DAV COVID-19 Relief Fund and help provide critical assistance to veterans in need. Go to dav.org/helpvets or call now. Your donation will make a real difference.
Imagine a world where children don't know the magic of books, where there are no stories to inspire the next generation of diverse creators, thinkers, and leaders. With the magic of storytelling, young people have an opportunity to build new skills and believe in possibilities. Go to magicofstorytelling.com, where you can help Disney provide new books to kids in need through First Book, and help Disney cultivate the next generation of storytellers.
We know that we're asking Americans to do a lot right now. So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible to this virus.
A question I often get asked is, why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it